I'm out here at the gun range looking at an early 1800s pocket pistol, and the seller is asking for $2,000. This thing has close to an inch bore and is called a man stopper. I have Alex out here to take a look to let me know if this is something I should set my sights on or not.
I'm Alex.
Hey, Alex, JB. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So here is the man stopper.
It's so cute. Mind if I pick it up?
Please.
All right. Wow. That is a big bore. So it's signed here. It looks like it's McDermott. And at the top, it says Dublin. So, well, what we have is an Irish pistol. McDermott was a pretty well-known, prolific Irish gunmaker. He had his shop in Dublin. I think he set it up somewhere in the 1790s, and he worked into the beginning of the 1800s. A man stopper is sort of a colloquial term that you would use, but really the intention not only was to stop someone, but to conceal it. So this was really more of an overcoat pocket gun. It's got a silver butt cap. Now that's a pretty interesting feature, right? Like why would you put that there? Well, there's really one reason. You can turn it around after you fire it, and you can use it like a club. So it really was intended as a concealed weapon and for self-defense. And this has very little range or accuracy. You would need to be almost between you and me about that distance for it to reliably hit a target. The bore is gigantic. It might be an inch or very close. This was intended to actually do serious damage. So if you're being attacked, you're gonna make a gigantic hole in whatever you're firing.
Would they actually use a ball in that, or would it be used like a shotgun?
No, this is for a ball, 100%. Yeah, they wouldn't put shot in here. So I'm gonna test the functionality. So I'll pull it back halfway. So now it's at half cock.
And you don't want it to be going off half-cocked.
That's right, you don't. And this is why. You should be able to pull the trigger and the hammer won't go, because what you're doing is you've loaded the gun, you're putting the priming powder in. If this flies forward, it could create an unwanted...
Yeah, that was a safety.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good. It does hold on half cock. Now it's at full cock, and when I pull the trigger, it comes all the way forward. So that's a good sign.
Okay.
The only other thing I'm noticing about it, you see this line goes all the way around?
Looks like it was broken.
Yeah. This was broken at one point. The whole entire buttstock was off and then reapplied. And it feels extremely solid, so it was probably a period repair. So that doesn't bother me about firing it, but that does affect value a little bit. Let's see if it works.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I brought all my black powder supplies. I have a ton of different size projectiles. I'll do some measurements. I want to inspect it a little closer, make sure it's good to shoot.
Okay. Half hour?
Yeah, half hour.
All right. Are we ready to go?
Yep, ready to go. The bore measures 9/10 of an inch, so very close to an inch.
Oh, wow.
All right, so I'm gonna get it loaded.
So how much powder are you putting in it?
About 25 grains. I am gonna use a slightly undersized projectile. I'm going to grease them. It'll just help a little bit with getting it down into the very back of the barrel. All right. Now would be a good time to get your ears in place.
Okay, and I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Yep. Yes! 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 I hit it!
I just think it's super cool that it's 90 caliber. All right, so what do you think it's worth?
So you were asking how much for it?
2,000.
And I understand where you got that price. This repair really does impact it. It is very stable, but it's the kind of thing that, as a collector myself and a dealer, like I can't stop looking at it. So I don't think you get 2,000 for it, Rick. I do think you get 1,500.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right. You guys do your
Thanks,
thing.
Alex.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
And I'll come back for my supplies in a bit.
All right, you heard him. I mean, he's the gun guy. I mean, he really is impartial. So, I mean, I just give you my best price, $800.
Rick, it's been sitting in my gun safe for 20 years. It's probably better in your hands than it is mine. Deal.
Sweet. I'll have Alex grab all this and clean it up, and I'll meet you at my shop and get you paid.
Deal.
All right,
Sounds
let's go.
great. Thanks, Rick.